Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today I'm going to show you how I got this look, and I used the Glaminatrix Cosmetics Sugar and Spice palette. This is absolutely stunning. I've done 2 looks with it now. So yeah, the first look I haven't filmed just because I was in a rush. Yesterday I used fennel all over the lid. It's so beautiful. It's on my Instagram and it's also on my shorts, so if you want to go and check that out. No, I didn't use fennel, sorry, what am I talking about? Yesterday I used mustard, this flaky one. That's the only flaky one that I can see in the palette. I used vanilla in the inner corner, and I used Sticky Day in the crease, and I blended it out with Brulee. So today I'm going to show you how I got the look that I've got on my eyes now. Just get the brushes. I'm all prepared. I don't really have much time. It's Sunday and I'm going to be having Sunday dinner soon. I mean, when I say I don't have much time, I've got half an hour. That's plenty of time to do this because it's such a simple eye look. I'm just wiping my brush off. We're going in with the Real Techniques Apply eyeshadow brush. We're using something a little bit different than my Jessup Beauty brushes. In fact, I don't think I'm using a Jessup Beauty brush today. So that's a bit of a change for me. Right, so what I did first is, what I wanted to do is go in with a really neutral crease, but there isn't any, they're all dark shades, so I mixed my own. So I went in with Sticky Day first, just on the brush, and then I went in with Brulee, so tap Brulee over the top, and it made it more neutral. It's still very, very cool toned. Let me get a mirror. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's still very cool toned, but it's more neutral now that I've mixed it. So I've already got mascaras on. Mascaras that I've used today are the Essence Get Big Lashes, also the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. So I'm gonna just put this on into the crease. And can you see how it's not that dark? It's pretty neutral with kind of a cool undertone. Then we'll go in again, put some in the outer V. I will be deepening the outer V up. Right, then I'm going to wipe the brush off and just blend it out. Then what I did was, I took this Real Techniques brush here, wiping that off. Then I went back in with Brulee just to blend it out. It was probably in your way. I find Brulee is a really, really nice shade just to blend out any darker shades. It gets rid of any harsh lines. Yeah, that looks nice. Then I went in with this Anastasia brush. I use this flat pack inside. I don't know why I'm wiping it off because I think I only used the black. Now, if you know me, you know I never use black eyeshadow, but I thought I would try this licorice today. So over the next 3 days, I want to try as many of these eyeshadows as possible. I don't think I'll use it all because there's quite a lot of shimmers. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shimmers. So we'll just see what we can use over the next 3 days. So because I've also got the Beauty Bay palette to use. I got this brush again and just blended that out. That'll do. I find black eyeshadow so hard to work with. What about you guys? Do you like using black eyeshadow? Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the W7 Sparkle Slay. And I don't really use much. That's probably a bit too much. Normally that would do both eyes. And while that's drying, I'm not going to put the black licorice eyeshadow on the lash line, it's too dark. I really like to use brown, and I'm using the Essential Eye Core Pencil by Goss. I absolutely freaking love this thing. If I saw this somewhere, I'd probably buy it again. Yeah, I don't take it all the way in just because I'm putting a really nice inner corner down. It's so pretty. Okay, so now then, I mean, this look that I've got on today, I prefer this look to yesterday's look. It's just so beautiful, it's so neutral. I'm really living for neutral eye looks at the moment. So yeah, so it's called Nutmeg, guys. It's this one here. You can see it's really neutral. Oh, it's just absolutely stunning. Look at that. Look at that. Look how foiled it is. I think I'm going to have to put a little bit more black on the... no, actually I won't. Because I don't want to go all the way across like I sometimes do. I want a little bit of depth. So yeah, so I want a little bit of depth. So I'm just going to leave the black poking through. Right, and then I went in with Basil, this one here. This one's a duochrome. I don't know what shade that looks like in the pan. You can see that there's definitely some purple in it, but it looks like it's got an undertone of something else. Let's see. I mean, it's very sheer. I would say this is more of a topper. Yeah, it's definitely more of a topper. And I would say it's like very purple based, like I said. Oh, it's stunning though. I really feel like Basil would go really nice over the top of Mint, and it would also go really nice over the top of Gumdrop. I think that's why they placed it in the middle like this. So yeah, I really love that palette so far. In my ranking palettes for August, my Natasha Denona Glam Face palette came first. I think this is going to come first for September because I absolutely love it, but let's not count our chickens just yet. It's going to be like September to mid-October, so we'll see what I use. Obviously some Halloween palettes are going to come out as well, and you know, we'll see. We'll see what I use, and we'll see where this falls in the mid-September ranking. But yeah, I think that's it for the palette, is it? Maybe I'll put a little bit more. I always like to go in with a bit more of the shade that I use all over the lid. So let's go in with a bit more of Nutmeg. Not that I need it, but yeah, let's put that all over the eyes. Oh my gosh, obsessed. And then I need to get this Revolution palette here just to use that shade there. Okay, and we're just going to clean up a little bit. It doesn't really, I'm going it wrong, guy. Doesn't really need a lot of cleaning up. Yeah, that'll do that. And then we're going to put lippy on. I've got an exfoliator on that Morag bought me, so I'll take that off. Right, so I didn't know. Oh, I feel like going in with Stilleto actually. I was going to say I didn't know which one to use. The Covergirl Outlast Ultimatte Matte, I don't think it will go. I think it's too bright. Or the Maybelline in the shade Pioneer, but I really want to use this blue toned red. It's by Nudestix. Amy sent me this as well as the Wayne Goss and lots of other goodies. If you've not seen that video, I will put it in the video somewhere so you can go and check it out. So yeah, we're going to use Stilleto. They're really easy to apply because it's just like applying a lip pencil. Oh yes. Oh my gosh guys, how pretty does that look? That is just the most beautiful red. It's one of my favourites in my collection at the moment, and I think that looks so glam. Let's take my fringe down. Oh look at it, it's sticking up. Let me see if I can brush it out. If not, I'll have to straighten it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to straighten it. Just hang on a minute. Okay, so I'm back. I mean, it's a lot better than it was, like my fringe. It's not sticking up anymore. I hate that. I have to straighten it more or less every day to make it look semi-respectable. Otherwise it just starts getting curly like the rest of my hair does. But this is the overall look, guys. As I said earlier, I'm just amazed at this palette. I've got the Glaminatrix Nearly Natural, but I feel like this one's better. I mean, it's just absolutely stunning. I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's like the fact that you can do neutral looks and also colourful looks at the same time. Whereas the Nearly Natural one is just obviously neutrals. But yeah, I mean, I do like both of them. If I had to pin me down at this point, I would say this one is my favourite, and then the Nearly Natural after that. I don't have much to compare it to actually, because I've only got two. I'm getting a third one off Lisa for Christmas. Out of sight, out of mind. But look at that palette, guys. Isn't it just beautiful? It's got so many beautiful shades in it. Tomorrow I'm either going to do Basil and Gumdrop or Basil and Mint. I'll see what they look like over one another. And also this one over here, Vanilla, I think that would look really nice over Mint as well. So I might do Basil and Gumdrop tomorrow. So yeah, I'm really happy to have it. Thank you once again, Lisa, for gifting me this. I really do appreciate it. This is what it looks like, guys. The packaging is just so nice. It reminds me of like leather. So I'm gonna leave this here, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 2. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. Thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to be creating this look here, and it's the second look. I don't know whether I'm going to do 3 or 4 looks. Just depends how long the video goes. I think at the moment for the first look it's around 15 minutes, so that isn't too bad. So if they're all 15 minutes, that's like an hour long. It feels like too much for a video, so I might just do the 3 looks. If I can get talking down to a minimum, you know, I might be able to do 4. So today we've not really used a lot, so it's not going to be a long video, I don't think. We've only used 3 eyeshadows out of this. I know for sure I want to use this one. I'll probably use this one tomorrow. That one's called Anise. And then I wouldn't mind trying Lavender out, but I might try Lavender out for short, because obviously we've done a purple look today. And I wouldn't actually mind trying Taffy out in the inner corner. Actually no, scrap that. I wouldn't actually mind trying Fennel out, because I've not used Fennel yet. And also Anise. I think Lavender I'll have to use next time I use it, or maybe just do a short with it. So anyway, let's get into this video and try and not make it too long. So the first brush I went in with is this Real Techniques Apply Shadow Brush. It's really good just for packing on the colour. And I went in with Gumdrop, that one there. So let's go in with this. I've got to say, guys, where's my mirror? I've got to say, guys, there isn't one look I've created with this palette that I've thought, oh no, I don't like it. Got black mascara. Because I put my mascaras on first, I've got black mascara on the lid there now. So what palettes have you guys been enjoying? You'll have to let me know in the comments. And do you think I should bring that poll back that I used to do with Shop My Stashes? I used to do a poll where you got to choose what palette I used first, and that video would go up first. Or are you not bothered? Right, now we'll just blend it out a bit. Then what I did is, I wish I hadn't done it. We're going to have to kind of do it to make it the same as the right eye. I went in with Brulee and I didn't really like it, so I tried going over with the purple after it and it just didn't look the same. So I just thought I'd blend it out with Brulee. Yeah. Okay, and then it's just a case of going in with Basil. Now this Basil shade is really, really nice, but it's definitely a topper. It's very, very transparent, and when I look at my eyes up close in the mirror, it's showing all my lines. So if you've got quite a lot of lines on your eyes and you've got mature hooded lids like I do, that's something to consider. I mean, I'm not bothered, it looks beautiful, but it is quite a, you'll see when I put it on my finger in a minute, it is quite a sheer formula, so yeah, you just need to bear that in mind. I mean, I'm looking in this mirror now and I can see, like not so much here, because I don't think there's that much on this bit of the lid, like from here going to the outer V, I don't think there's that much on it. But let's just put some on. See, look, it's very, very transparent. And obviously the more you put on, the more you're going to be able to see the lines. Like my lines, my prominent lines in my lids are like here. And then there's nothing here, like halfway down. So yeah, I just thought I'd mention that. Let's get some glitter glue on. So just the usual W7 Sparkle Slay. I put way too much on my fingers. This would have done for both eyes. I'm going to let that get a bit tacky, so we'll do the lash line. And all I'm doing for the lash line is going in with Gumdrop again, so that really nice pastel purple. Okay, so that's that done, so we'll go back in with Basil. I mean, this Basil shade is really, really pretty. And I'm just tapping it on. Still quite tacky, the glitter glue. Yeah, it wouldn't show up, I don't think, without a base shade underneath it. I haven't tried it obviously that way. I've tried it as in the corner and it wasn't as prominent as what this is. Oh, that's really, really pretty. And then for inner corner, just the usual one, a vanilla. I'm going to pop a little bit of this on my finger. So see, that is more opaque than the Basil shade. Oh, that's pretty. Let me get this brush as well though. So the BH Cosmetics 118. Gonna go back in with vanilla and just try and put some on where I couldn't reach with my finger. And let's get a bit more on the right eye. Yeah, that looks nice. And then for lipstick, I think we're done with the palette. No, we're not, because I have to use this Revolution palette, just this shade here, as normal. And then for lipstick, I want to go in with the Pure and Barbie collaboration. It's in the shade Innovator. I just absolutely love this and thought it would go nicely with the look today. So let's put some of this on. Right guys, this is the overall finished look. And we'll be back tomorrow for look 3. I don't know if I'm going to do 3 or 4 looks like I said earlier. Just depends on how long it takes me to edit this video down. But yeah, I think tomorrow we'll come and do this one, this fennel shade, for sure. Or shall we do Star Anise? I'll figure that out tomorrow. I'll probably do some swatches on both those tonight and figure out what I want to do. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 3. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So we're doing it look 3 today with the Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice. We know what she looks like by now. Absolutely beautiful. I'm living for this look. I didn't know what I was going to use today. I didn't know if I was going to use fennel, which I've got on the lid, or Star Anise. I feel like I want to do 2 more looks, so we'll be using Star Anise tomorrow. If I can't get around to doing the video with lavender, because it might make it too long, I'm just going to try and not be as chatty in this video. So it's just going to be kind of a case of just putting the eyeshadows on. I'll tell you what mascaras I've got on, because I've already put the mascaras on. So I first went in with the Essence Get Big Lashes, and then I went in with this Quibest Sky High, and they look really, really nice together. I don't like either one of them without another one. So I don't know if it's a waste of money or anything, but normally with Essence mascaras, especially my Holy Grail Essence mascara that I really, really like, I can't remember the exact name of it, but it's like the False Lash Effect. I can wear that just by itself. So yeah, those are the 2 mascaras I'm wearing today. Right, so brushes then. Surprise, surprise, we're going to go in with a Jessup Beauty brush. And they don't have numbers on. It's just the basic brush set that you can get, but I do highly recommend it. It's so good. I've not tried any of the other brush sets, so I'll tell you if they're any good. I do want to try one of the face brushes set as well, which I will get. If you are interested, I always do leave my code in the description box, and you can save 15% off. So if you're going to get brushes anyway and you're interested in Jessup Beauty brushes, you may as well use that if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, it's there. Right, okay, so first of all I'm going in with taffy in the crease, well, more transition area really. And I'm packing this on a lot because it just doesn't show up, guys. Yeah, I've found with this it really doesn't show up that well. Now that the light's on it, you might be able to see it a bit better than what I could when I was doing it off camera on the other eye. I feel like it would show up better with something like either a white base or the Milk Jumbo NYX pencil. So I might have to get one of them, because it really is a beautiful shade. I have got it on the lash line, but you'll see just how much I have to build it up to get it to be as pigmented as it is. And it's not even that pigmented. I think it's kind of more of a blending out shade. Or if you do want it to be pigmented, then I definitely think you need some kind of base underneath. If you've got this palette, let me know what you think, because they're just my thoughts. I do really, really like the shade though. I think it might make a nice kind of inner corner highlight, but then with vanilla over the top. Right, so that looks like it's showing up. I think I want to put a bit more on the right. Where's that other brush? Right, this wasn't the brush I used, but I'm going to go in with this other Jessup Beauty brush. Let me just wipe any excess colour that's on it. And then, what shade did I go in with? I think it was Sticky Date, yeah. I can see some excess powder. I forgot then. I only did the eye look half an hour ago. So, like, just to deepen it out a little bit. Right, and then we'll get that other brush to blend it out. So I'm not going in with any extra colour, I'm just blending it out. Okay, then I'm going to go in with the W7 Sparkle Slay Glitter Glue, which I feel like this has lasted me a lifetime. Right, and while that's getting tacky, I'll do the lash line, and you'll be able to see just how much I have to build it up. So we're going to go in with Taffy. I have to go in like 2 or 3 times with it. And it's nice for brightening the eye area up, because it's so light, it really does brighten that eye area. Yeah, that's good. So now then is the piece de resistance. So we're going to go in with Fennel. Such a beautiful shade, guys. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It reminds me of Scarab from the Natasha Denona Trio-Chrome palette, except it's smoother. It's more transparent, so it's not as opaque as Scarab, but you're getting a similar vibe for sure. Then I'm going to go in with this BH Cosmetics 118, and surprise surprise, we're going to go in with Vanilla. So I've already got a little dent in it there, because every time I've used it this week, that's the shade I've gone in with the inner corner. Oh, it's so pretty though. So that's that. Then I want to go in with the Revolution Contour Palette. We'll just tidy up on both sides because I didn't do it on the other side earlier. Start off here. Right, and then it's all about the lippy. So I need a cloth. I've just got some exfoliator on the lips, so let me just take that off. Right, so I'm not 100% sure on how I feel about these Covergirl Outlast Ultimatte lipsticks. It says here that it lasts for up to 24 hours. But I'm not sure how I feel about them, so I want to use this today. This one is in the shade Bella Belini, I think it would really go with this look, with it being green. So we're rocking a bold red lip today, guys. I don't know, I don't think I like it. It's like some of it is patchy. I need to I need to test this out even more. I'll be upset if I have to get rid of them because I don't have much Covergirl in my collection. But if it's not working for me, I've got loads of reds like that, so I don't need to keep hold of it. I do genuinely feel like it goes really nice with the eye look though. Let me know your thoughts, of course. Let me know which look you like the best. I think there's going to be 5 looks in this video. Whether the purple one I actually show you how I created that look, I don't know. It just depends on, like, if it's getting to the point tomorrow that it's becoming an hour long, the video, I won't do it because it'd just be too long for you guys to watch. I know some of you guys say that you don't mind, but I mean, enough's enough, you know. When it's getting to the point of an hour, you're like, yeah, you've got to calm down now. If that's the case, I'll just put a picture of it, because I'll take a picture of Instagram and I'll pull it from Instagram and put it in the video so you'll get to see it anyway. But this is today's look. I am obsessed with it. So let me just talk to you a second, because I might forget to tell you this at the end when I do the first impressions / review. So the only problem that I've had at the moment is with the shade Taffy, but I explained that earlier. It's just very light. You need a base, and I think you'd need a base for these if you wanted to just use these as a transition shade as well. I mean, I have used that as a blending out shade. I don't think I've used meringue yet though, so I need to try and work on meringue. No, I don't want to use it now. Maybe tomorrow when we use Star Anise. But yeah, I've actually been loving this palette. I still think probably the best look that I've done was with Nutmeg, but that's just because I'm really loving neutrals at the moment, and that was more of a neutral look. I feel like the second look is this one. The second best look I've done is this one. I've been loving every single look I've created, but if I had to pin it down, first and second would be Nutmeg. I think that was the first look that I did, and then today's look. So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you like. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 4. Hi guys, so today is day 4, look 4 with this beautiful palette here. Really loving it. There's no combination that I haven't loved, and in a lot of combinations I've done, I've had to use, well, not had to, but I've used the same shades over and over. Like this one, for instance, Sticky Day, I've used this today with Brulee just to make it a little bit lighter, because I don't feel, for my skin tone, I don't feel like it's got the perfect neutral shade in it. So we're going to start off with those 2 shades. And I went in with the Real Techniques Apply Shadow Brush. So in with Sticky Day and then in with Brulee. Let me just find my mirror. So yeah, I'm absolutely living for this palette, guys. There's a bit of mascara on my crease. Hope that will go as I'm blending. And this is quite a grungy look today, which I don't actually mind. This shade here all over the lid, it reminds me of a shade from the Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights palette. If I remember at the end of this video today, not tomorrow because I'm doing another look, we'll do some comparison swatches. That's the only shade. I think to myself, oh well, that could be similar to another eyeshadow I've got in my palette. There was the one that I used yesterday where I said it's similar to Scarab. I don't think it is. Scarab is more pigmented. What was it called? Fennel. That one there. Yeah, I really don't think it is. But it did look like it on the eye. If I hadn't put Brulee on with this, it would have been so much darker, and I don't like a really, really dark crease. I don't mind it when I've got a transition shade, but now it's just looking really, really cool toned, which I actually quite like. Right. Okay, so I've got my Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights palette. Have you heard about that new palette they're bringing out? Gothic, I think it's called. I think I'm going to need that. That one's a £12, this one's a £15, so it's slightly smaller. Anyway, that's the shade there, Sprinkles. Now in the pan it does look different. It looks different, it looks more textured. I'll show you what I mean if I can get them together. But they've got the same undertones. Like, let's see. Oh, it's not going to work out, is it? Let's see if I can drag this down a little bit. No, it's not going to work out. I'm just going to have to swatch them, guys. Right, can you see? Like, that's Sprinkles there. That's Star Anise. I don't know if you're going to be able to see them. But they've definitely got the same undertones. So, since I've been using the Glaminatrix, let's swatch that one first and do a swatch on the arm, well, hand. That's the Glaminatrix one, Star Anise. Don't know what you're seeing. I might try and do a video. Actually, it's gonna look the same. It's getting dark in the UK, so I don't know what it is you're seeing there. So that's that one. I've got a feeling they're going to be nothing like each other. So Sprinkles is that. Oh, it's very, very smooth. So that's Sprinkles. Oh my gosh, they're so alike. They look like dupes of one another. No wonder I thought at the time when I saw the palette, like, do I really need it? Because Sprinkles, this one here, looks like Star Anise, that one there. Yeah, they're just, it looks like the same eyeshadow, guys. Let me just show you on the hands, just in case it's not, well, on the fingers, just in case it's not picking it up. So again, we'll go into the Glaminatrix palette first. I'll just put it on the fingers this time. So that's the Glaminatrix one on that finger. And then on the middle finger, we'll put Sprinkles. My goodness. Come on. They are so stinking similar. The Cosmic Brushes one feels a little bit smoother and more opaque. I will give it that. And this one, I'm not saying it's transparent or anything, but I would say the Cosmic Brushes one is more opaque than the Glaminatrix one. So yeah, definitely similar shades. So let's take that off. I'm just wondering if we can turn this light down a bit, you'll be able to see it even more better. Right, I've turned it down a little bit. I don't think I can turn it all the way off. But again, this one is Star Anise. And this one is Sprinkles by Cosmic Brushes. So similar. I'm not going to say to you guys, if you've got the Cosmic Brushes Delicious Delights, you don't need the Glaminatrix Sugar and Spice palette, because that's just one shade, guys. and look at all that deliciously goodness. So anyway, tomorrow we've just got one more look to do, and I'm going to be using Gumdrop and Lavender. I really feel like I want to use Taffy as well in the inner corner, but then I want to go in with Vanilla over the top just to see how that looks. After tomorrow I would have done 5 looks, but in theory I've actually done 6 because I use this mustard shade. I'll try and put the picture into the... If I put the picture on Instagram, I'll find it and I'll put it into this video so you can see what it looks like, so then you're getting to see all 6 looks. So guys, we're going to leave this here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 5. Hi guys, and welcome back. So today we're doing day 5, well really day 6, but I've not done 6 looks on camera. So I've already put the first look that I did into the video, it's right near the end. Yesterday was an epic fail in filming, so let me talk you through what I used. So you would have seen me using Sticky Date, this one here. So you would have seen me using Sticky Date. So I went in with Sticky Date and Brulee just to kind of neutralise Sticky Date out to make it lighter. Then I went in, I didn't go in with a darker outer V, so then I went in with Star Anise. So we put that all over the lid, and then I went in with Vanilla on the inner corners. So that's everything that I used yesterday, and then I did the comparison swatches. Then I was blown away with just how similar Star Anise's and Sprinkles, they look like the same shade. The textures aren't the same at all, and this Star Anise one, I would say this one is the more opaque one. It's like I swatched them both on the hand and I just thought I'd leave them on like all night and see which one came off first, and Star Anise was still on. And the Sprinkles one was on, but it was just more like a glitter overlay. Anyway, let's go into showing you how I created this look today. It's very, very simple. It's 2 shades, guys. So we're going in with Gumdrop first. And I'm just using this Real Techniques Apply Shadow Brush and packing it on. So we're getting a lot of colour on. This is like a 5-minute look. And can you see how like pigmented I want it? So I'm putting it all in the lid and into the crease just to act as a little base for the purple shimmer we've got going on. I've still not got round to putting my Halloween decor up. It's still just those 2 that I bought. I'll probably do that this weekend. Well, by the time you watch this video, I'm hoping it'll be up. I don't think I'll be putting too much of it up though. Right, so we've just gone into the Revolution Contour Palette. So now we need the glitter glue. So it's just the Sparkle and Slay by W7, the one I always use. Putting all that all over the lid. And mascaras I'm wearing today are the Patrick Tar Major Volume and the e.l.f. Lash and the e.l.f. Roll and Lash. I always get it mixed up. I'll let that get a bit tacky, and we'll just put Gumdrop on the lash line. So that's that. And then may as well do the inner corner actually. So for inner corner I went in, no please, oh my god, phew, nothing's broken. I dropped it on the floor. So it's in one piece. I would have been devastated. Right, so for inner corner I went in with Taffy. I need to buy one of those milk jumbo pencils by NYX because it's not that pigmented. You really have to put a lot on to get it to show up. Okay, and then I went in with vanilla, so the one that I've been using all week for the inner corner. And I think if I get a white base and then I put taffy on and I put vanilla over the top, that would be such a beautiful look. So now then, I'm going to go in with lavender. Now this one is a little bit chunkier than the rest. It's not as chunky as mustard. That isn't chunky, that's flaky. I would say that's, I wouldn't even say it's chunky, I would say it's powdery. But it doesn't look powdery on the lid, it looks pretty. So pretty. It goes on really, really smooth, but when you're going in with your finger, it is quite powdery. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty, isn't it? You guys are going to have to let me know which look you like the best. Still think for me personally it's this shade here, Nutmeg. I just really, really loved it. Just because it was more of a neutral look. Yeah, I like that. And then it's just lipstick. So I thought today, I found this one in the front room when I was making a telephone call earlier. It was just on the side where the fire is. It's in the shade Prague, and I thought I'd use it today. I thought it would look really, really nice with this. I thought it would look really nice with this purple eye look I'm trying to pull off. So let's see. I've got some exfoliator on my top lip. Oh, that looks pretty, doesn't it? I think I may have blended it out with meringue. This one here. If I haven't, we'll just do that. I think that's the shade I was saying yesterday that I really haven't used. Well, I haven't used it at all. I think that's the only shade I haven't used. But we'll have a look in a minute and see. And that's looking nice. So let's just quickly talk about this palette then. I'm not going to do an in-depth review because I tend to do that in the ranking. So that's what it looks like. It is just absolutely stunning. All the shimmers I've definitely used. Definitely. I think the only shade I've not used is Mint. I don't think I used that. I think at one point I wanted to. I think Mint would go so well with vanilla. I could quite easily do another look. I might do another look with it, but not film it. I might do another look with it, and then when we do the ranking, you'll see it because I'll take a picture of it for Instagram, or I might leave it till next time I use it. But yeah, I don't think I've used Mint, and I think vanilla would go so nice on top. Let's swatch it and see. I have to do a few swatches to make it show up. Just look at that. That's actually got some mint in it. So yeah, it would go really, really nice. Just look at that, guys. The only thing is with that, what would I use for inner corner? Maybe we could put like some purple in the inner corner, because pastels go together, and then put basil over the top. But yeah, I'll see, and obviously I'll talk you through the look in the ranking video that I do. But yeah, that looks absolutely stunning. I absolutely adore this palette. Like when it first came out, I looked at it, I looked at the colour story and I thought, is that me? And then I saw swatches, and I watched a couple of people using it, and I thought, that is absolutely stunning. So I'm glad Lisa kindly gifted me this. I really, really do appreciate it. So what I want to do now is just talk you through the highlighter that I'm wearing. I don't know if it's showing up, but I'm wearing a purple highlight today. So I thought I would take this out because I've not used it in a hot minute, and Naomi kindly sent it to me a while ago. So it's the Kat Von D Alchemist palette, so it looks like that. And I've been using this one today, the Ultraviolet Amethyst, and I just absolutely love it. I just wanted to use something purple leaning, so yeah, that's what I've been wearing today as well. You obviously saw the lipstick that I applied, and I've talked about mascaras, so this is the finished look, guys. So again, apologies for the video not working out yesterday. It was just one of those things. I don't know what had happened because it had only been recording for a few minutes, and the second part of the video recorded fine, so yeah, apologies about that. Thank you so much for watching this very long video. Let me know your thoughts on what look you like the best. Please like, it really does help out the channel. Share and comment. And if you're new to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.